Hey there, and welcome back to Season 2 of Inkbound, Starship of Terrors. This is the roguelike action strategy game by Shiny Shoe. I've kind of evolved into, I just enjoy saying that intro now, so it sounds like two separate intros, or like it's not one whole thing. But today we are moving on to the new class from this release, the Star Captain. I did a couple episodes on him when the first came out because it was exciting and new. And last episode was our Clairvoyant run of Nightmares. Truly, I think the hardest run I've played of Inkbound to date. There were a lot of things that conspired against me, such as my opening relic giving me an extra orb, and then being forced to take Wit Thief because other things would have just ended my run. We had Wit Thief, we had the one that does 2 damage when you take an orb, which would have killed me fully. And then there was pacifism, when I was relying on a mix of ability power and magic power in order to do damage. So, pretty brutal, all things considered. But anyway, hopefully we get something a little less brutal with the Star Captain. So, yeah, I am going to pick a different trinket. I do think the clips of extraction are pretty good. I think that what they ended up doing for me with being locked into the really bad run modifiers, not a big fan of that. Let's just keep unlocking some stuff. Obviously, I think Everfrost of Arcturia is very strong for Star Captain. It's hard to skip it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's really hard for me to skip it. I need to try some of these other ones, but I think I might do them off camera because I'm worried a bit that they're just going to throw runs, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I do think that I think like Scales of Infinite Potential could be really good on Star Captain because you can actually benefit from both the physical power and the magic power, right? So, yeah, obviously in this particular case, you will be proccing the magic power one a lot, but what it does is it makes your drones much stronger because your drones are you're never activating them, right? So there's never, let me just equip this and actually back up. There are no physical, ooh, wow, mission leader is actually physical. Well, did they change that? I feel like they changed that. Anyway, I was gonna say, I thought they were all magic, and then you had to deal with the mission leader, the drones themselves doing physical damage. I actually think that's a pretty decent, actually, that's pretty decent. Let's give it a try. Yeah, let's try the Scales of Infinite Potential. We're pretty likely to get a lot of physical power out of this, which I don't actually know why they call this a physical binding. I guess it doesn't do any damage or anything, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I think this is good because this will make my drone stronger with time. I don't know, I also think though, actually, I could probably get away with the misplaced nobility here. Permanently gain ability power on this one. I think this class is front-loaded enough that you can achieve success here. And yeah, let's actually try this. I think we benefit from the ability power. I've been wanting to find a case where this feels good. It's very aggro. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get in on it. No scribbles giveaway in this particular video. We're reserving those for Saturday videos, or the first a week. I'm trying not to do too many of them, if only because, one, everyone would have a scribbles in my viewers, because I don't actually get that many entrants, and two, I would run into, it takes a lot of effort to run one of these, because I have to make sure that the person is who they say they are when they reach out to me. I have to get it to them. I then have to like coordinate the things and figure it out in the comments. It's just extra coordination that I'm like, all right, I would rather only do that once a week. So anyway, that's all I've got. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see how we do on the Star Captain today. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm anxious to see how this particular edit goes. I'm currently still in the exploration phase. This trinket is one that I have not won with, so hopefully it doesn't throw the run, but what is this? Start each dive with the worn Millstone vestige. Oh, it's dead weight, but worse. Wow, okay, yeah, that's pretty rough, actually. So you get one fewer vestige for your entire run. Interesting, okay. Let's do this visit Carver 4 times. Argalath is probably pretty okay here, too. We had Shadow of Runestone last time. I think the day's critical hits. I don't think this is going to be easy enough for me to finish. Visit the Carver 4 times. Sure, we'll visit the Carver 4 times. I think that's fine. Do damage was also a viable option there, but we'll see. Gain 1 magic power for each binding not on cooldown. This is the minimum of 1 magic power because your main skill is never on cooldown. Although really, Cultivated Harmonies is better. On your turn, a random binding gains a cost discount. This is essentially just +1 will. It's actually way stronger than a common relic should be. I'm 100% going to click that. Let's see what we get. Spikes. Inflict 2 additional stacks of frostbite to secondary targets. Secondary targets is pretty good, right? Because I think... How many? You get 1 stack to nearby enemies? I actually really like this. Additional stacks to adjacent enemies, because it means that when I bounce my attacks... Yes, I think that's good. Alternatively, Frosty Chillazer is just really strong, because it augments the damage on the second and further targets. I think we're going to try the Frosty Cryoclasm here, and I am going to take Cultivated Harmonies. It's going to be good. Okay, we get Final Chapters, Ink Shield, and Overstimulated. Really rough. Not a big fan of these. I don't think starting with Ink Shield is great. Ink Shield is very challenging. Final Chapters. I think this is a really bad one, but I think we can get away with it because we're bursty enough. This will result in some chip damage, but all of them do, I think. We'll take Final Chapters. I think I can deal with this. It's one of the run modifiers that doesn't feel good, because especially if you have, like, for instance, Argalath, you can just die from it. And I feel like that is not ideal. But I think as long as you don't have Argalath, you can hopefully get away without it. Now, let's see. We're going to move on. I'm going to hopefully do an okay job here. I can't drop this. Yeah, okay. I figured I would try. Maybe it would actually not work as well as you wanted to, but... Alright, so our goal is to frag here. I am then going to... Yeah, we then shoot these guys. Great, we take the orb, and I'm going to shoot them, and we walk out of the blast zone. Seems fine. Okay. Press the 2, use the orb. We're gonna zap here. Bam. Then going to attempt to just kill enemies to the best of my ability. We walk out. Okay, we should be safe here. I'll get my 1 ability power and get out of here. Cool, okay. Great job, go team. We get our 1 ability power. 5 frostbite damage, not a bad pickup. I don't hate it. What is this? Just do 10 more damage. Is that actually good? It's what, a 25, I think less than a 1/3 increase. Not a big fan. I'll take the Frosty Leader. It's probably okay, right? We're benefiting from Frostbite, I think. Grab that. I'm gonna go over here. I could take Frostbite damage on this one. It's not bad. I am relying on it to some extent. Magic power should also be good. Let's take the frostbite damage. We have a little bit leaned in on already. This should be nice. I'm probably not going to go heavy on it unless they show me a ton of items that build into it, but we'll see what's shown. We'll see what we get. Get some money. Incendiary. I do think doing damage right away is good. Interesting, interesting. I could re-roll this. Incendiary's probably strong enough, though. I think we'll take Incendiary here. Yeah, it's strong enough. I'm looking for defense after this. Literally never take this hard combat. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make as an Inkbound player in this current season is getting baited into that hard combat. The reward is not good enough, and yeah, the reward is 1, not good enough, and 2, just generally not what we should like to see. I love that we can just get out of this first turn and take no damage and then hold on the orb entirely. That is a very strong play. We're gonna use the zap. I'm gonna zap. I'm going to take both orbs. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna throw. We kill a guy. I get the bomb out. Free. Seems good. Okay. Seems okay. We get some little guys. I'm going to change phase. We're going to shoot out. I'm actually going to take damage from this, I think. Ooh, I'm 1 damage off from this. That's a shame. That's okay. Because the Slimp spawned out of these, actually, I take damage for it. Because my cleave was bouncing to them. Unfortunately. Anyway, I think we should be able to finish this out pretty comfortably. We kill 3 guys right here. I just zapped these guys. More enemies spawn. We can at least stop the damage coming in, and we just shoot these guys enough. They don't attack immediately. Should be fine. Got it. Good. Cool. Okay, we took some damage we didn't want to. That was ultimately, I think, unavoidable for what we saw. Plus 25 damage. It's not bad having a little bit of front-loadedness on it. I'm not taking the spikes one. Burn damage? Well, burn damage is pretty okay now that I have Incendiary. It's better than the physical power here. We'll grab it. And then I think I am going to take the front-loaded damage here. I don't really love it, but these other ones... Well, Frosty Chalazer is pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's grab Frosty Chalazer there. I do have to go to the Carver 4 times, so we're going to start by going to the Carver, unsurprisingly. What is this? We get Braced Belt, gain 10 shield on first turn. This Vestige gains 1 physical power for every 15 health you lose. This seems difficult to coordinate. I like Scalding Half Charm here, actually. This is very nice for me, right? It's 4 burn damage. I like that. That's good. We're going to re-roll this now. I don't think these are the big winners. On defeating an enemy with this Vestige, gain 1 max health. Yes. In fact, I do think Death Scythe this early in the run is great. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to have to go to Carver a whole bunch of times. And I just bought some stuff. I'm actually just going to go to the Common Augment. I don't love the Common Augment. I could take Glyphs. I'm at the stage of the run, though, where I'm still weak, right? I have 25 reduced max HP. Let's take the easier combat, right? I think this is going to be important to not losing. Yeah, I'm looking to farm up stats. Now, the other thing that's worth noting is this doesn't heal me. This is just max HP, which is good, but if I can't fill out the actual health bar, it doesn't really buy me much value, right? Ugh, got a big guy for turn 1. We're just gonna frag him, though. Yeah, we are just gonna frag him. I actually think treasure pots are really rough. I think the Quillian plates on treasure pots are straight up bad, in my opinion. I really am not a big fan of it. We're gonna do the big zap. Okay. I'm gonna take the orb now. I can get both enemies here and burn them out. What is this? Cosmic Evolution. Lose 1 stack. So in 2 turns, he fully heals. I think we zap, and then I think I'm actually just going to throw fire at the pot here. That's a lot of damage we're doing to the pot. I'm okay with that. That is still money I'm earning, which I am, as it turns out, a fan of. Let's go grab the orb. I want to do all this damage up here because there is still burn on that guy. Yeah, he's gone, in fact. And now I think if I laser beam twice, we take 0 on the turn. And I let this guy just kind of chill and we zap him on the bottom. We're looking okay. I got all the money miraculously, which is kind of a surprise. Drone, throw, fire orb. We have a crit lined up. We get another crit, which is nice. I actually take 0 there, which is pretty cool. Nice. All right, all right. I'm happy about it. We're gaining a lot of max health. I need to find a way to heal that max health now. I think I'm just going to take magic power, although it might be frostbite damage. We'll see. I'll take the, okay, fine, you got me. I'll take the smoldering incendiary. The physical damage up front, the actual raw damage here is pretty fine. Sure. 112 is a nice burst of hit, I think. I could take magic power. I might be forced into, what, ability power drain, like... What if I get forced into pacifism later? I could also pass. I actually think 5 health is not necessarily wrong here. I'm going to take the 5 frostbite damage. I actually think we are benefiting from this a lot. I think it's worth it. I'm looking for something that gives me permanent... Do I qualify for you? Permanent health gain. Cone of Frost. I think we take shield wall here, and we're just fine with that. This is defense. This is also something that I can augment to give me health, so I'm fine with it. Defense, I think, will matter. We're doing plenty of damage here. I've got burn going on. I've got everything happening. We are fine. Binding Empowerment. I can actually afford this. Incredibly. It's probably pretty good. It's better than the Shrine and the Sea Breach. Yeah, we'll take the Binding Empowerment here. Oh, I get a fish. What's my fish? What are you? You're pretty strong. That's a really strong fish, in fact. What's coming up? Is this a hard combat? It's a carver. Okay. Well, we're going to eat this because it's a really strong one to sit on, but I don't think I have to sit on it. 1 additional shield for each turn it's not used. 8 frostbite to the target. 1 base cooldown. It might be good to have this able to cycle much faster. Not sure. I'm a little... We don't get rid of it. Let me look at the carver first before I make some of these decisions. And then I will come back. Because I'm looking for a healing relic of some kind. All Will's Bard. Spear of the Gods. Spear of the Gods, that's pretty darn good, right? 10 movement, 2 physical power. I'm actually okay with that. I think we chill a little on the Vestige side because we have Millstone. And we put that money in another place. So let me actually buy the rare augment here. Gain 1 shield for each enemy hit by the secondary effect. I think this is too good not to take, right? It's just so strong. Okay, and then I suppose each turn it's not used. Lose at end of combat. So this is interesting. So is this permanent now? I actually think that's changed, right? This used to be you lost it when you used it. But now it says lost at end of combat. This might be sick. I'm going to grab this, actually. I want to try that. See if that stockpile actually holds over. Because that might be excellent. Is there a comment here I care about? KG's Cage? It's not bad, honestly. This is pretty good. Because this is dazed to boss, basically. Dazed is very strong for survival. For 35 quillings, that's really good. Okay. I still need healing. This might be the theme of the run. So all max health, no healing. Okay, hopefully I got the daze on the boss here. I didn't. Okay. It's fine. I do think we can get a pretty sick play here by Drone, Blast, It's also a lot of shield gain. Yeah, I mean, that's 7 shield right away. Let's also get the fire in play immediately. You know, I don't hate just leaving... I don't hate just leaving the slimps up like this, right? It's not necessarily bad to do. I'm going to take this orb. We're going to take 0 here. I am just going to actually shoot. I'll shoot him. Yeah, it's fine. We'll stop some of this. I'm going to let this hit come in because he doesn't really threaten me in any meaningful way. Right. We're going to shield up. Hold up. Let me look. Stockpiled wall. I'm going to use it. No, it goes away. It's wrong. They maybe thought they were clarifying this tooltip, but they did not. That's a shame. Okay, now we're going to click on drones, and I'm going to zap. That's a big, big Zappo turn. Good grief. I could stop 3 of this damage and go to 0 here. But I want to save this crit roll. Well, I'm actually just going to stop this damage. I think it's fine. Okay, we're fine with it. He's going to stab. I think he phases immediately. Yeah, this is the turn that you're most scared of, right? You've got a lot of things on cooldown. I'm going to eat a potion here, almost certainly. Orb. Chug it. Walk out of the bad. Well, we don't have to walk out yet. I am going to shoot out the guys doing 10 damage to me, though. Now, my next targets are going to be move out of that zone, and we're just going to shoot out up here to stop 6 of this damage. And is this worth 10 shield? I think so, right? I think so. We should do damage here. I think it makes a lot of sense to do it. Now we eat the potion. I think this potion is a worthwhile one. We're going to have a huge turn right now because it's shield, orb, drone, laser. Which should turn me down to basically 0 damage taken on this turn. And then we can actually kill another guy, and I'm down to 0 here. And we come pretty close to taking just straight up no damage. I am going to sit in here simply because I actually do some spike damage to this guy. Thank you, Dazed, by the way. KG's Cage doing work. Cool. I'm going to just sit here. He does the jump, but I don't care because I have so much health that it's fine. I think I can push phase on this one. If I move. Drone leader. Yeah, I can push phase, but this won't grant me... This doesn't grant me any of the stuff I want, right? The stuff I want being Death Scythe triggers. So, I don't want to take this 9, so I am going to just blast him here. Okay, we at least get as many of those as possible. I think we did reasonably well there. Yeah, I think we did reasonably well. What is this? Freezing Ray. I've never seen this before. Deal 48 damage, inflict 1 stack of Frostbite. Deal more to a nearby enemy. Gain 15 Frostbite damage until the end of turn when hitting enemies with Frostbite. That's pretty good. That's pretty okay. What do we get? 25% damage to enemies inflicted with burn. Yeah, okay. As it turns out, I think that's strong. Yeah, synergizing Chilaser, right? That's nice because you just get a ton of drone value. Fueling Incendiary, just do 25% more damage to the boss, pretty much. And anything that has a lot of life. Good. I'm a fan. Now, I could re-roll this. This isn't that great, right? Stimulate's pretty cool. It bounces an additional time, but it might bounce to me. It's physical damage, but it doesn't bother me at all. I think it might just genuinely be stronger here, right? I should try stuff. Is Freezing Ray good, though? It's not bad. 15 frostbite damage until the end of turn. The problem is I want to be doing... My opener needs to be mission leader into Cryoclasm to open with frostbite on everyone. And then after that, I start Chillasering people. Leading with the Chillaser to try to get the Cryoclasm value is not it. I guess this is good if I keep shooting at the end of my turn, though, right? It makes the frostbite individually stronger. It's just 15 damage, though, right? It's not that much. If I re-roll this, I'm liable to hit, like, shield wall. I think we have to take Stimulate here. An additional bounce is really strong here. And I benefit from this equally as I do because of the ability power. So, yeah, let's take Stimulate and be happy about it. I think that is the right choice. Okay, moving on. My health bar looks bad, but it's actually not bad. The reason it looks bad is actually because I have so much max health. Physical damage. Burn damage is pretty good here. I do benefit from this. Yeah, I do benefit from this, right? Because also, the Scalding Half Charm, my opener matters because if I play it right, it means that this applies the burn to everyone. So yeah, let's do burn damage here. And move on. What do we get? Quill Augmentation. That is death. I'm going to take Gunk Filled because I'm ranged. And everything, like, I'm not clicking Wit Thiefed again. No. We're going Gunk Filled. Cool. Being a ranged class makes this much more tolerable. I actually feel like we can take it and not just straight up lose. We're going to grab the potion. Okay. You know, having one less slot means I'm far less inclined to take a bunch of these, like, these augments, these vaults early. They're probably pretty good, but I have to go to 2 more carvers, so money is honestly pretty decent. Let's take money, actually. Buy health. That's an option, right? I need to find ways of healing up this health that I'm gaining. It's actually not because I'm taking damage, it's just because I'm gaining health. Vanguard is cruel and unusual, by the way. Really not nice of you, Mr. Video Game. Also, every single one of these, starting with a physical prismatic shell, is pretty rough. Alright, I can at least stop some of this damage coming in by zapping one of these guys. That's good. I am just taking 10 damage here, so let's eat the shield on this one, almost certainly, and hope for the best. The orb here? What does the orb here buy me? Not a lot, honestly. Yeah, not a lot. Reduce cooldowns by 2. I could reduce cooldowns by 2 and then what, mission leader again? Well, I don't think that's gonna do much for me. No, I don't think so. I think we sadly just have to eat 6 damage because we got Vanguard Chompies. Seriously, this is cruel and unusual. These guys just auto start attacking, and Vanguard is a very defensive buff because it means you can't kill them on the most important turn, right? Which is the turn they spawn on. I don't think I can actually kill them if I take this orb, so I'm going to grab them and save the will for next turn. I have to take this 6, sadly. Gosh, more enemies with Vanguard? Okay, that's very bad. Yeah, see, but you can easily, you insta-kill them if once I actually get the Vanguard down, is the thing. This is one of the wild things about this. Anyway, we make some progress. I'm gonna start taking orbs here. I do want to stop as much of this damage as possible. I'm not going to do this in the goop, don't worry. I'm just debating where I'm going to end up moving. I think it's going to be over here is where I end my turn. So we'll do mission leader first, and then I'm going to blast out one of them. I am going to kill the enemy. Yeah. Let's put some of this all on this guy down here. I might actually be able to push through. And the laser, I can stop some of this damage. Okay, we're looking all right. I managed to avoid damage. Good. 9 is gonna have to be it. Unless I eat all of my potions, right? If I eat all of my potions, can I save 9 health here? It makes them 2 cheaper and 2 cooldowns. I can use the shield wall and I can throw the incendiary and probably kill this bombit. I can't kill the bombit. 150, but yes, no frostbite. No, I think we actually don't benefit from the shield here, unfortunately. Taking 9 damage, you hate to see it. The Vanguard Chompies, this has become my true nemesis in this video game. Unbelievable. Eat the shield, and then throw fire. This guy got what? Physical? Yeah, alright. We're gonna kill a couple enemies to the best of our ability here, I think. Fine. I need to kill this guy in the back, pretty much, and I think that's gotta be the best choice here. This might be the turn, right? Cooldowns by 2. Gets me Cryoclasm back. This is the big turn, yeah. We do cooldowns by 2. Drink potions, and then we beam here. I need to take the orb, yes. So orb comes in, throw fire, and stop 6 additional damage here. And then we shield to take even less. I think that's the best I'm gonna get, honestly. Flask of Serendipity is not gonna push through this. This combat was very brutal because Vanguard is uncool, in my opinion. Yeah, just laser them out. It's not even hard. Like, that fight is not even difficult, except for the guaranteed damage you basically have to take. 1 shielding, I think, is one way of offsetting this. I'm going to take it. Yes. 1 shield is good. Increase range and bounce distance. I think cooldown reduction on Incendiary is pretty strong here, though. Play this more often is nice. I like it. I'll take it. It's also, I need it for a quest, apparently. Okay. I need health. I think I'm going to this Carver. I also just generally need to go to Carver's. I get a fish. Helmet Crab is nice. I'll take him. I'm buying this health pretty much no matter what, I think. On hitting, inflict bleed. On restoring your health in combat, gain poison damage. I'm probably re-rolling that, but let's buy health real quick because I do need it. On using a binding, deal damage to the nearest enemy. I'm going to spin this. On gaining shield, gain 2 ability power until the end of turn. Well, that seems good. I have a lot of ways of gaining shield. Let's buy that. And then sit on my money, I suppose. I'm going to take more money here, genuinely. I think it's actually better. Like, you could go Heroic Vault or Glyph Globe, but I actually want the cash. I have to go to one more Carver here, which is... I have to be able to afford it, and I also need to get the ink pot, which is not in this combat, but that's okay. Why does this guy walk 5 million miles away? Can we talk about that, actually? Sheesh. Anyway, mission leader, try to kill one of these guys. We actually killed both those guys. Great news. I need to do damage to this guy upstairs, so we're gonna throw fire at him to try to kill him. He's got a lot of life. We're just going to zap him, I suppose, and then hopefully we apply enough burn to him. Maybe I should consider Helmet Crab here? Maybe. I'm going to sit on this orb, actually. He's going to charge. It's fine. Now he does like a guaranteed damage hit, which is very scary. Yeah, he now does 14 here. This is a big turn for me, so we want to shield, and then I wish to Cryoclasm here. Oh, this Ghost Quill is going to heal if I don't do it. If I don't focus him down. I need to stop all this damage, though. We're going to do that. I'm going to take the orb now. We're going to throw fire down to the bottom right. I can stop that guy that's doing 6 to me up there, which is pretty good. I can stop some of this damage up here and take 7, it looks like. It's going to be less. Yeah, I take 3. Probably as good as I'm going to get here. This chip damage is still scary because remember, I'm not healing. Alright, now this guy I think he does the big combo move again. I need to move to get the orbs here. Okay, orb 1, Chalaser time. Yeah, just fry them. I think it's worth it. The extra hits are good. I do need to shield up here, I believe. And then we finish this combat pretty much. Okay, cool. That's probably about as good as it's going to get. I need anything that says healing, please. Maybe I pass this. I am going to pass this for 7 health, actually. I think it's worth it. Cool. That seems good to me. Inflict dazed on the primary target is pretty great, I think, right? I can target a very scary boss or something. Rhinferno, perhaps? I actually think -1 cooldown might be it, yeah? Crit chance, crit damage. On the stimulate, though, I'm not a big fan of it. I think we'll just do base cooldown reduction mission leader here. Yeah, I don't... Dazing Cryoclasm, I'm often aiming off stacks. I'm trying to maximize the number of enemies hit. So we'll take the mission leader upgrade. We get an ascension here. I don't really know what I'm looking for other than something that will keep me alive. I'm also going to go to that Carver because I do think I want to live. It's a new one, Eye of the Storm. Deal no change of damage, inflict 4 stacks of frostbite to an enemy, then inflict 27 damage and 1 stack of frostbite to nearby enemies. Until the end of turn, the secondary hit is triggered each time the primary target is hit by Chalaser or its ascensions. So if I hit a guy, and then what the heck? So if I hit a guy, and then I keep zapping him, it does the secondary effect again, centered on him? This seems sick, right? Because it procs Frostbite constantly, and I did take the one where they gain additional stacks of Frostbite, right? Which is part of the secondary hit? Let's try this. This seems cool. I need to test these things out eventually anyway. So, here we go. There's my legendary. Finally gain it. Maybe I get Wolo's Bloodletter or something and go mad with power. T for 2 is 100% my purchase here. That's incredible. What am I getting? On inflicting burn, inflict 4 stacks of burn. It's pretty darn good. Drafted bindings have -2 base cooldown. Okay, so it can't go below 1, so it's not that good here. Byron the Talking Book is pretty universally great. Now, the randomness is maybe not ideal, but that's okay. We could go hard here, though. That's what, 9 burn and then 7 burn? Burn is good, but it's not the main part of my damage. Let's take Byron here. I think Byron is super great. I either get 5 shielding, 12 ability power, which is the high roll, or 2 will, which is also very sick. Yeah, that's going to power us up. And then I'm taking T for 2 here over KG's Cage. And we move on. That's a big win for me. I feel significantly stronger now. I have all my slots filled, so I don't like these vaults. Let's go for the glyphs. Maybe I can spin down later on. I think there's power there. Sure. I feel a lot better now that I've gotten both of those upgrades, so that's nice. Alright, we got the treasure pot, but we also have this razor shade, which is universally scary. What is this? Platinum, oh yeah, platinum glass cannon on Burrower is also pretty spicy. Let's laser beam upstairs. Yo, that looks cool. I love that. Alright, it's time for mission leader. Let's throw... And I want to throw burn up there, but I don't think I can. Take the orb. And let's walk up that way. Because this lets me get away with sending burn at everyone, pretty much. Right? Ooh, it is triggering it. I like it. What did I get from Byron today? 2 will. That feels good. Let's go for laser beams here. Wow, that is strong. Just kill the guy. And you straight up kill the Burrower because he's taking enough burn damage. That's power. I feel good about that turn. Now I did give up money here, which is maybe suboptimal, but you know, fair enough. Shields up. Orb. I did roll a crit here. I'm going to take out this Ghost Quill, I think. Yes. That's very cool. I love the effect on this. I'm not worried about the the treasure pot, right? Yeah, let's just stop damage to the best of our ability here. Wow, I do a lot of damage to him, huh? I actually just straight up get the money. I take 5 damage on the turn. It's probably okay. I have the 3 healing. This guy dies anyway, which is good. He burns out. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this run so far. Just laser beam this guy, take the orb, walk out of the blast. I don't want to move. I take bomb attacks. I'm going to take this too and sit here for the time being, I think. Okay. I'm going to hit the Chompy. I'm going to zap, which I think fires multiple hits. I'm going to shield up. And then I think I'm going to sit on this. Yes. Right, I do still heal. Remember, the healing is relevant and happening. I think we just end this combat, right? Yeah, just take him out. Okay. 55 health. I don't feel bad about it. Burn damage is still good. I should take it. I'm applying enough burns that I think this matters. Yeah, we've got some frost burn build going on. Stacks of marked to the primary target. Man, this is crazy. Deadly Chill Laser, though, just plus 30 damage seems really strong here. We've got 9 ability power thanks to our trinket, which has been doing huge work. Yeah, I think just adding straight up 30 to this is going to be very strong. Yeah, it does 114 right now, which is awesome. I could go to another Carver. I'm going to take the Shrine, actually. Because I feel like I'm just loaded up here, right? I'd just be re-rolling this down. I guess I would buy health. Alright, I'll buy health. I think health purchase is at least worthwhile here. Just auto purchase this. I'm not even going to look at the shop first. Yeah, like Unstav is great. On turn start, if you have 50% max hit points or less, Gain resistant. Interesting. Like, this tiny heartstone is pretty good here, but the problem is I have no space for it, right? This is the big problem. I just don't have any space. Thanks. I could take the cultivated harmonies, but this is essentially a will relic, which is just so good that I can't imagine passing it up for tiny heartstone here. We have T for 2. It's enough. We're going to come out ahead. Let's actually... Do I helmet crab the boss battle here, or do I feel pretty good? I think it's Rhinferno. I'm not afraid of Rhinferno. Let's go. I can hold on to my crab. And I think we just full blast this guy. I mean, because what's going to happen, enemies are sadly going to be... Look how... Why are they so far away? Why are they over there doing literally nothing to me? Wild. Anyway, shield up on this turn for sure. Begin the laser cannon. And then let's just keep shooting, right? This does a lot of damage, being clear. We also kill that guy, which is cool. Let's grab the orb if I can get it. Ugh, there it is. And then run out of this AoE and get some burn on the boss. Cool. Burn is good. Big chunks, big chunks. I take 0 from that turn. I can get my Eye of the Storm back here with the orb. Excellent, which hits basically everything, which is really strong, as it turns out. All I have to do is attack once and everything dies to Eye of the Storm. This is actually sick, because it's proccing Frostbite, right? This is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. You zap here. We zap here, and I just actually full phase him here. He doesn't even get the cannon down. That's so good. He doesn't even get the lava field down. That's nuts. Okay, shield up on this turn. This is going to be necessary. I need to throw fire. I can stop some of this damage. But, like, these guys in the back are basically just going to hit me. I can't stop that damage at all. Which I suppose is basically just the struggle of this. I'm kind of just moving around seeing what I can even hit here. The answer is not a lot. So this is just a nasty turn is what it comes down to. So let's go back to where we're taking 5 million damage. Make everything cost 2 less, but without access to Eye of the Storm, I don't think that matters. So let's shield leader here. Shoot one guy out because this saves me 6. Let's grab the orb here. Move out to the best of my ability. I need to see... I can actually stop a lot of this damage if I hit the enemies that I'm guaranteed to get killed down on. Yeah, great. Cool. What did I just do? I think if I'm on what? Defensive mode, I could use to swap to offensive mode, which is 2 ability power. That's not going to do it for me. I think we just get burned down on the boss to the best of my ability, which I actually can't do. He's out of range. His hitbox is a lie. I can straight up... There it is. Why is it working now? Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to get burn on him because I do want to do damage to this boss. Cool. It's something. Great. I take 5 on the turn. It could be worse. These guys are the real challenge here. Why does everything move around so much? Everything moves around in a really stupid way, which is very annoying, I find. Alright, first order of business is laser beam. Kill some slimps, I think. Damn. Okay. Kill the guy in the distance. I think that's going to be necessary. Orb. Let's see. Is there any safer place than this where I'm taking 11 from a bomb? I just don't have options. These figments are doing ridiculous things. This I need to, I guess I need to F8 this, right? This is bad. Like, the behavior is wrong. Figments in this Rhinferno combat are running away and attacking in corners? Question mark? Sure, you can have my replay. That's just, their behavior, this is not good behavior. That's bad. I think I just take 11 here and I have to deal with this. I could throw fire at the Slimp Orb and stop incoming hits. I think I actually can wiggle a little and get to him, maybe? No. No, I can't. Not without taking goop damage anyway, which is a tragedy. I come pretty close to it. Yeah, not without taking goop damage. I'm just gonna sit here and throw fire at him, and that's gonna be okay. It's not ideal, but it does get them out of here. I guess I can shield up here and take 9. Sure. 9 is not ideal, but it'll do. Okay, lava is gone. I do need to move out, pretty much. I'm gonna stand over here. This is just gonna have to be it. We're going to shield up on this turn. Orb. I think we need to deal with these figments. It's just what's happening here. Ugh, man, I hate this nonsense. I still need to stab him. I should have... Stupid gunk filled. Ow. Ow. Okay. Fine, end my turn in the goop. Ow. But you move after you do everything else. It's like not even a hard combat. I'm just... Like, I faced him so fast, I just can't access him because of gunk and movement. I honestly think the movement changes are, like, generally pretty okay, but I take 40 damage by standing there. They're, like, generally pretty okay. But beyond that, take this orb, by the way, and get me out of here, please. Beyond that, I actually am not a huge fan of many of the changes. I just don't think that they really do what I want. Stop a bunch of this damage at least. Man, I really should have eaten the helmet crab, huh? Yeah, like, this guy's gonna pop down, and the... I need to shoot him, is the problem. I need to shoot this goon. Can I get away with just shooting him here, and then zapping him? Well, I only take 3 damage by doing this. He charges this way. I need to hit him. I should have done this in a different order, right? Don't stand in external goop. Why am I taking 13? Oh, I see. Yeah, 3 is fine. Alright, let's get more burn on him. I need to end this combat. Is pretty much just what's going to happen here. Take 3 more. Okay. There's just nothing here. There is a gap. Alright, hold up. There's a gap. This is the turn. Finish this, please. Please get me out of here. We did it. Oof. Good grief. Rhinferno causing me chaos. I have 141 max health, which is a lot, but I have 56 base HP here, which is, you know, also really good. -1 will cost. Yeah, I do want this, actually. Eye of the Storm is a critical component of my run. Making it cheaper is very good. I'm going to re-roll because I don't think Incendiary is the play here. It's not bad, but I could do better. What is this? Shock Trooper. At start of your turn, grant allies... Da-da-da-da. One shocked on the nearest enemy. This is terrible. right? This is just like bad. What this should do is your drones should inflict shocked or something. That's just not good. Okay, so if I reroll again, what am I looking for? Shield upgrade, I guess? I mean, I guess I'll take this. I don't actually think it's very strong, but I need to unlock it, and I wanted this guy's hat, so here we go. I got the Star Captain's hat for that. I needed it. It's fine. I took a lot of damage in that combat, which is not great, but that's okay because we can get out of it, right? 10 movement? Yeah, actually, you know what? Give me 10 movement. Movement has become the #1 crisis in a lot of these combats that are very movement based because the change has made them just so hard to sustain and work around. I wish the laser in such a... I wish I could pull enemies together here, right? That's what I really wish. This shocked effect is completely pointless. It's just very entertaining to me. I feel like I need to honestly get fire on this guy in the bottom right, or I'm going to have an even worse time. I like how I can bounce this from enemy to me. This is honestly very good. Yeah, that's actually huge, in my opinion, is being able to bounce the attack to me so that I can stand as the in-between to kill this guy down in the bottom left. That's pretty cool. I do get a crit roll here, and I have drones up. Can I get all 3 of these in the bottom right? I cannot. I'm going to take this orb, but I need to make sure I'm doing this right. Where's the best place to stand? I'm taking 28 regardless. Okay, so I'm taking 28, 10 from this guy down here. The Shadow Quill's not doing anything. I need to be able to kill Mr. Platinum Cannon over here because rude. So I think I'm going to go shield thing. And then throw fire. And then we're definitely going shield up. Not worried about this guy. He can walk out of his attack, right? That's a good orb turn. If only because it can stop this damage, which I think is pretty huge. Which saves me a lot. I take 2 damage now instead of like 16. You have to understand also that I am coming out ahead on this. I have 70 health right now, thanks to T for 2. This is going to be a very scary turn. I need to... Yeah, we're going to go hard here. Bam. I need to mission leader here, I think. Yes. Throw fire down on the bottom left. This does a huge amount of damage to a bunch of enemies. Laser beam, killing some dudes. Walk, get the orb. And then I think I clean up this whole combat, actually. Bam, bam, bam. Look at that. Second bounce on Stimulate is so huge. Seriously. Prime Essentium has got to be it, right? If I take damage, I gain shield equal to half that damage taken, which I can play into in a big way here, I think. More movement? I might seriously grab more movement here. On hitting, gain 2 ability power until end of turn? Yo, this is nuts, right? I hit 3 times already? This is busted. Give me that. Wow, that's good. Suddenly, ability power here seems wasted. I'm just going to take more movement. I think I'm seriously getting to the point where movement is really standing out to me as the big pickup. Moonstav, it's Primacentium. This means if I have a bad turn, I basically just overshield to make up for it. And I'm happy with that, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. I also think that this double synergizes with Unearthed Relic. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that Cultivated Harmonies goes away, but I think I'm okay with it. I guess it could be Scalding Half Charm, actually. Well, I think this burn does matter. Let me be real with you. I think this is actually a sizable portion of damage. It's not the biggest amount. It's true, it's not the biggest amount. Cultivated Harmonies has been really good. Just, maybe can I remove the Millstone? Sadly, no. Is it Scalding Half Charm, or is it Cultivated Harmonies? I have 103 bonus health from Death Scythe, which is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. Cultivated Harmonies has been so good, and I never found a proper Will Relic, and Byron is a 1 in 3 chance, so I think we actually keep this common and we get rid of Scalding Half Charm. I think so. I think so. I'm gonna go for this. Okay. Also, eat your crab. Crab for next combat. Shield. Good. Big fan of 5 shielding. It's a lot of defense. I think we move on from here. I'm debating on Scalding Half Charm. I think Primacentium is better. Alright, goodbye, my friend. Okay. I'm probably buying health. Another Primacentium. Incredible. I mean, I have so much max health that I can get away with Pendant of the Weaver, but truly, it's just buy health here and then do nothing on this, I think. My money is not useful right now. There's nothing I could do with it. So let's go kill the boss, I guess. I do have a nice Flask of Serendipity chilling in the wings, so we'll see. We'll see. I think we beat Cinder. I'm pretty confident about it, actually. I think our build does a solid job of answering the question. How do I not die? Unfortunately, enemies spread out in such an obnoxious way in this combat. Am I just gonna laser beam this guy? I might just laser beam this guy. Let's get some orbs down. Begin the process of doing damage. I need to kill this cultist pretty much immediately. I'm gonna move. I am gonna throw fire down on both of them. And I'm gonna walk out of this AoE and take 1 and be okay with it. This is actually a swing of 2 in my favor because I gained 2 health at the start of my turn, so I should be at 90 here. 91. It's actually better than I thought. They're now close enough together that I can go for the big laser. What did I get from Byron, by the way? 12 ability power. So we got strength, is what you're saying. Yeah, we got yoked, is what happened here. Orb. Honestly, just phase seems good to me. I am taking 0. Why am I taking 0? He's completing his attack, though, right? I'm thinking I could just take this cleansing shroom, get rid of the 3, and then walk out of this, and he phases anyway. So I'm just going to do that. Cleansed, walk out. I think he is doing his attack, and then phasing. Yeah, okay. Did you... Are you stuck there, champ? Did you phase skip? Oh, my guy phase skipped. Well, awkward, I suppose. Sure, I won't say no to that, I guess. I'll take this orb real fast. I'm gonna save most of my... Just shoot him, I guess, and then walk out of this AoE. That's a little awkward for you there, bud. You skipped your phase. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, we do have an enemy now that I have to deal with. Let's Cryo Zappo and just Lightning Blast this guy, I think. Let's finish him off. I think it is important that I kill him. I have enough AoE to get out of this. Enough movement to leave. Cool, I take 0 on the turn. Yeah, I do get some Cinderpox, of course. I need to make sure that... Man, unfortunately they spread out in an obnoxious way here. That is obnoxious. Let's get some more burn on the boss. I think it does matter. It adds up. We'll shield here. I guess I'm gonna shoot the... I guess I'm gonna shoot you. That seems okay. I'll walk out of this, I suppose it'll have to do. I'm taking a little bit of Cinderpox, but I don't mind because I'm still taking 0 on the turn, and overall I'm not too afraid. I think I do need to finish this combat though, or this phase. I could throw fire at this. How do I take? I take, what, 13 right now if I do absolutely nothing? This guy's doing 7. And then I think this guy is also doing damage somehow. Oh, it's also because I'm taking 14 damage from Cinderpox. I think we do push this, actually. Yeah, that's fine. And then we just zap through. And I take the orb. And we walk out. I'm still taking 3 damage from... Oh, a man that spawned in the middle of nowhere. Oh, okay. There he is. That guy. Sure. I didn't see him behind Cinder's hitbox, but there you go. Orb. I think I need to phase here, right? I'm at the point where I need to push numbers. There, I phased. Now, the relevant thing is I want to have... I'll have this guy's mushroom, so I'm not actually afraid here. We sit on this, yes. I'm okay with that. Ugh, quest complete spam. This is going to be shield activated, and then... Can I get them both here? No? Well, I need the burn to be on the boss then, is what it comes down to. So we're going to throw some fire at him. And I'm going to zap, zap, zap. Orb. Cinderpox cleanse. Stick. Yep, okay. Alright. I now like should be good if I simply go for Cryoclasm. And then take these. Yeah, okay, cool. We kill that other man almost instantly. Actually, instantly. We're going to throw down some more fire. I'm going to cleanse the Cinderpox because I think this is the last turn I get to do it. Then I'm going to walk over here, take the orb, and just do some damage to the boss. And I think we chill. We actually should free win this, I'm pretty sure. He stands very little chance of defeating me. Let's see. I take this orb and then get to a safe spot, and then mission leader, get some fire, and basically finish the combat. Yeah, alright, good job. Cool. Alright, I think we did a good job, honestly. And truly, I actually think that this is a great class for Blessing of Misplaced Nobility. That was essentially free damage scaling over the course of the run. We got 12 ability power from it. The combination of Death's Scythe plus T for 2 really sustained me into the late game. Though, that I think was huge. And if I did have a bad turn, which I never did, but if I did end up having one, it would have been Primacentium to save the day. Free ability power from Unearthed Relic. This is a very good just vestige in general. It's one I'm always pretty much happy to grab because every class wants shield and also every class wants to do damage. So getting damage while keeping yourself alive, good. It's also +1 shielding, good. It's great. I think the Millstone is good. I think it's a good upgrade. I'm glad to see this in the challenge modifiers for the tier up. I actually think that this is an easy one that I'm surprised we didn't see lower on, but this feels more fair to me than most of the challenge modifiers on the books themselves. Stuff like Wit Thief versus Overstimulated just feels bad, whereas this is something I know about at the beginning of my run and I can plan around, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I'm happy to see this. I actually think that they could do something similar with the potions. Maybe they did. Maybe there's only like a one potion slot kind of upgrade coming up. We'll see. Anyway, I think the big call out here is Eye of the Storm. This is actually sick. The fact that this is repeatedly proccing Frostbite on the target and AoE is huge. This actually behaves the way I wanted it to, and it's nuts. So I think it especially was good because I took Frosty Cryoclasm. So this is something we should be thinking about going forward, right? You want to maybe take the Frosty Cryoclasm thinking you might get Eye of the Storm. So I don't know, pretty cool. Shock Trooper was terrible as expected, but it got me a cool hat, so I'm fine with it. And Stimulate is nuts. Truly, this is probably just the strongest one. And it's not because I think it's too powerful. I actually think it's just because I think the other ones suck. I do think Invigorating Chilazer probably should be on hitting gain 1 ability power, because seriously, I'm getting 6 ability power every time I shoot this and bounce it around. If I can bounce it to myself and then back at the enemy or whatever, then it's crazy. So, anyway, a good run overall. Star Captain, strong as it turns out. It's very strong because it feels like it's got the front-loaded power of the Moss Cloak, except it also has good defense, whereas Moss Cloak does not have good defense. It has no defense in its base kit, whereas this thing just has, like, you get some off of Shock Trooper, which is good, and then, of course, Shielding Cryoclasm is just nonsense for how good it is, so Moss Cloak wishes it has this upgrade, but anyway, we'll leave it go there. Great run. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.